Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Ryan Pasquarella and I am the SEO director here at Click Here Digital. You might have been told that backlinks are the most important thing in SEO. Well, guess again. In the last couple years with Google's algorithm updates, they have changed their focus and backlinking is not the most important thing in Google's ranking factors. Their now top 3 ranking factors focus on content, user experience, and how your site functions. While linking is still important to Google's algorithm, it is not even the top 5 ranking factors when they're looking through your content. So don't focus too much on your backlinks. Make sure your website is user-friendly, people can navigate it easily, and the content is relevant to what they're looking for. You may have noticed those AI snippets starting to show up in Google search. Well, we're here to tell you how you can optimize your content to effectively get into those AI snippets. Googlebots prioritize content that's formatted in certain ways. Does it have bullet points? Is it structured in a short form and not the long form content that Google used to prioritize 3 or 4 years ago? You need to structure your content with lists, bullet points. You want to answer the question effectively and in a quick way. That way they can continue to scroll and hopefully convert on your website. The biggest mistake companies make is creating content that doesn't match user intent. An effective content strategy is understanding your customer. What are the questions they are asking and making sure that you're providing information that answers their questions directly. Does your website have a lot of fluff? Are you keyword stuffing? Those are not things we're looking for. How I try to do it when I talk with the GMs, like what questions are the salespeople answering? Like what questions are they asking you? The website should be a reflection of that because that's probably the questions they're typing into Google as well. So you want to make sure your website is answering those questions in an effective way. 3 or 4 years ago, companies would just keyword stuff the whole website. But nowadays, Google wants to emphasize, hey, you have to be writing content for humans. Kind of like you're writing an essay for a specific topic in college. You can't just write the name of the book over and over again. Like, no, you have to answer a specific question, making sure your website does that effectively. If you only had to focus on one SEO strategy for the next year, this is the one thing you want to focus on. You want to build authoritative, comprehensive content that answers the user's question and matches their intent. Nowadays, everyone's trying to build content that's ranking for all these different keywords. You need to break it down back to the fundamentals. What is your customer looking for, and does your information answer that question effectively? Don't worry about keyword stuffing. Don't worry about adding all this fluff. Google focuses on short form content nowadays, so make sure you answer that question effectively and matching the intent. If they're at the top of the funnel looking for information, give them that information, just answer the question. The more you continue to answer their questions down the funnel, it's more likely they're going to convert on your website. You might have heard someone say Google's focused on their EAT policy. EAT stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. That is what Google is looking for when they're ranking your website and your landing pages. Are you answering those 4 things? How do I rank for Google's EAT policy? It's building high quality, original content that demonstrates your expertise and your experience. You want to make sure your website is mobile friendly. It loads fast. You have the right CTAs popping up the right place, taking to your customers to the important pages where they can check out and convert on your website. And most importantly, you want to make sure your website is secure. It's mobile friendly that we've talked about, but it's structured in a way that you can take your customers to the important pages where they can check out. And most importantly, you're providing that transparent information on whatever service you're providing. You're giving answers that if they were talking to someone in your store, that they're getting that same information on the website. You're not trying to trick them. You're trying to give them the information that they're looking for to end result, hopefully get them to convert and purchase or submit that lead or whatever service you're offering on your website, that they're able to do that in an effective way where they don't have any hiccups and they don't have that feeling of like, oh my God, is this company real? Are they respectable? Can I work with them? Or like, I'm not going to get screwed over. Anyone can build a website and backlink to your website. You can disavow as much as you want through SEMrush and certain tools that we use, but at the end of the day, that's not even their top 3 ranking factors anymore. People were hiring spam farms. I want 10,000 backlinks to your website. And it's like that used to be. The more backlinks you had, Google will rank you higher. Nowadays, they're like, hey, we're not worried about that. One, it's my guess they can't control it anymore. So they're, hey, we're not even going to focus on that. We're focusing on, is your content relevant to the user intent of what they're looking for? Is your site structured in a way that's still mobile friendly from the Google bots are going through it, that they can understand it? Because you think about Google's algorithm, there's billions and trillions of pieces of content out there. It can't go through and rank every single little character or word on a website, right? So they focus on your metadata, so your meta title and meta description. They focus on your title tags. So that's what tells Google what your website, this page is trying to rank for. That's why your intent has to be very intentional on a page, not to throw a pundit out there. So the more intentional of like cleaning up your website, every landing page has a purpose, you're gonna rank higher, and just make sure the content is always relevant. So you always gotta constantly be updating it and make sure for us in the auto industry, once we have new 2025 models, those 2024 landing pages, we need to remove that and get it into the new content that people are looking for.